Hey guys, my name is Richard. I react to different things I find interesting on the internet. So this is a reaction of One Piece 80s Watch One Piece character introductions. So let's see what it's about. Let's get into it.
In anime, it's all about the characters, sometimes even more than the story. We've all got our favourites. A lot of work goes into building a character.
I love watching like reactors react. That's what got me into reacting. So yeah. Well, yeah.
Such as their
Got me into wanting to do this. I've been reacting for a long time.
appearance, personality, powers, quirks, ambition, and backstory. And then, of course, there's the important character building tool, a powerful introduction. That brings me to the subject of my video today.
I kind of like dig some of the introductions, but I can't like remember all of them. So I want to see like which other ones apart from like maybe Kaido's entrance or see just can't remember Big Mom's entrance.
Top 10 One Piece character introductions. One Piece, as we know, is full of characters big and small. Many of these characters have blessed us with their imposing presence from their very first frame. These first impressions, even if they came hundreds of episodes ago, have stayed fresh in our minds. So without further delay, these are the top 10 One Piece character introductions. Presenting the rookies with a reputation is at number 10.
Rookies overall introductions.
A gorgeous glutton, a gang boss, a magician, a guy with a killer tune, a magnetic redhead, a master assassin, a former law enforcer turned outlaw, a mad monk, a tattooed surgeon, a rubber-limbed airhead, and a swordsman with a penchant for losing his way. Do you recognise them? I'm sure you do. The Supernovas are the 11 pirates who made a name for themselves.
I never get how Zoro is a supernova. I thought supernovas have powers.
I think some who did
It's not about powers, it's about strength.
Zoro, how's he a supernova? Like,
Cause he's just that strong, bro. He's just that strong. I look like
Shanks. Those guys devil fruit, bro. Like
Sanji really is a supernova though.
They be doing dirty, bro.
it's not about like
Yeah.
devil fruit, no.
Very early in their wayward careers by attracting bounties of over 100 million berries. Not only does this make them a serious threat to the world government and the Marines, it also gives them an air of notoriety, which they obviously revel in. Being such unrivaled talents, this lot do deserve a grand introduction, and that's exactly what they get in the Sarbodi Archipelago arc, first through a rogues gallery-style slideshow of their bounties, and then by getting to display their exploits in what remains one of the most rambunctious multiplayer fights in One Piece.
It's just not crazy. Oh yeah.
Just came here for food though.
Just 2 chapters after we were introduced to the Supernovas, we get to meet the famed former first mate of Pirate King Goldie Roger. It's a quietly powerful first impression, just right for a legend. The young mermaid's being caught by slave traders and is to be the star attraction of an auction attended by the world nobles. The auctioneer is giving her a hard time, but as he attempts to put an exploding device around her neck, he suddenly passes out. Behind him, in a prison for slaves, an old man with a familiar white beard takes a sip from his whiskey flask as the giant sitting beside him tells him he knows it was his haki that saved the mermaid. This is a clever introduction if you look deep enough. It starts off Rayleigh's story with a little display of haki, a teaser of sorts to the veteran pirate's future role as Luffy's haki coach.
This nigga's strong as hell, bro. He's already had a lot of introductions.
When we first see Zoro do shit,
Yes, bro.
he was tearing them up.
Crazy. Rocking out.
The loser.
Next up, we have the Sandman
That
himself.
was so random.
Before he's revealed to be the primary antagonist of the Alabasta arc, we meet Crocodile as the hero of the Desert Kingdom. Standing atop a tall building, All the townsfolk seem to love this imposing figure with a golden hook for a hand. They chant his name and hail him as their protector. Unlike most early villains in this long-running One Piece saga, Crocodile's had a gripping character trajectory and journey for what little we've seen of him. He started off as a former crime boss and warlord of the sea who set out to steal an empire. He was one of the first powerful rivals to cross paths with a young Luffy and how he devastated into an unlikely ally. But it's still a mystery where his loyalties really lie. Given his ever-evolving character and the potential for his return, Crocodile's introduction in Alabasta remains a memorable one.
Thanks. Smoke Island.
Who's smoking?
That would be guy right there on the ground.
No, because he's gonna be
Yep.
this.
Oh,
Come on.
Thanks.
Thanks.
He is Dracule Miho, the world's strongest swordsman.
He's just like, thanks. It's cool. Every time he comes in, it's always an introduction.
Thanks, man. Crazy.
You like that book?
Thanks, man.
That would be terrifying.
It's not 80, bro.
Hawkeye, as he's called, is an outlier even for a pirate. He's a single-man crew traveling the high seas in a ridiculously small boat with a ridiculously large blade. He doesn't seem to like conflict, but doesn't shy away from it either. He seems noble and honourable, but isn't above being on the seas and on the world's government payroll. It's only right that he makes a strong impression on Daybreak, his first act being to cut a pirate ship in half, leaving an entire fleet of pirates trembling in his wake. He's the man who single-handedly destroyed their 50-strong fleet on the Grand Line, the Pirates Lament. What makes this introduction even more special is the flash of excitement on Zoro's usually impassive face as he sees Mihawk for the first time.
Yeah, never does.
On Zoro's usually impassive face. Even more special is the flash of excitement on Zoro's usually impassive face as he sees Mihawk for the first time.
Yeah, never does. Who's that? Got the good.
He might buy jelly beans as weapons, have a fondness for donuts, and have the word sweet in his title, but there is nothing remotely sweet about him. Being the second son of Charlotte Linlin and one of the 3 sweet generals of the Big Mom Pirates, Garthakuri is as overpowered as they come, and you know this from the start. There isn't even a doubt, considering that he has a bounty of 1 billion berries. As expected, he manages to shock and awe with his first appearance, such as his power. He's slightly into the future, a result of polishing his observation haki to such a level that it's given him the gift of clairvoyance, a power almost as rare as his mother's. Without making an effort, Garthakuri is able to predict the words that will come out of people's mouths before they're spoken, predict when an attack is coming, and how many people are involved. It's a godly ability revealed right off the bat for one of the main antagonists, surprisingly the most sympathetic figure of the whole Cake Island arc. At number 5 we have Monkey D. Dragon.
Oh, confused too. But he must have been somebody important.
Other than the fact that he's the father of our hero, the son of Garp, and the supreme commander of the Revolutionary Army, very little is known about his mother. I know for sure that he'll play a major role in the story that's yet to be told, but for now, it remains a fascinating secret, which is surprising in many ways, given that he made his debut in the series at around the 50th episode.
Everyone's
To how his character has evolved so far, Dragon first appears as a mysterious cloaked figure in a rain-swept town who saves Luffy from Smoker. The only thing that gives away his identity is the distinctive tattoo on the left side of his face. From the sudden and intense storm that sweeps the town right around his appearance, we can guess that Dragon's powers are immense, but like the man himself, they're still tightly wrapped up in mystery. Till Oda decides to bring Dragon into the open, we can only remain in awe of this image.
男の船出を邪魔する理由がどこにある
He doesn't care about his son, man. His story is so sad.
That shit was sad, man. He's a top. He might be top 2, bro.
You know how tall he is?
Nah, he's tall as fuck. Tall as fuck. But it was like way bigger head or some shit. He was tall as fuck. His story was so tough, bro.
With the plot of the Wano arc completely centered around him, we've all been waiting to lay eyes on Oden, and the big reveal doesn't disappoint. The shadowy silhouette we've been catching glimpses of for several episodes has finally made way for the man himself, a fierce warrior built for combat. Yet that's just one facet of his personality as we find out. A born ne'er-do-well and wild child, an irresistible heartthrob with not very nice manners, a lout who thinks it's a good idea to cook a hot pot meal on a funeral pyre,
And
a
his
rascal
name
turned do-gooder
makes
turned
sense with,
pirate.
like, what happened
These
to
two
Brad.
are different sides of
Like,
Oden.
yeah.
There's probably more. Oh yes, he's
Right,
got some
right, right.
terrific connections too
Oh,
to Goldie Roger, Whitebeard, and
When you
Shanks
get
no
the-
less.
the
Even as we
food, it's
wind
like-
down to the grudge match between
like,
Oden
oh,
and Kaido,
yeah,
that will be the
right,
arc's
yeah.
final act. It's Oden's story we'll be following closely in the meantime.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a giant stuff. Wait, oh, it was big.
He was OP. Ice fuck.
Say Mamma Mia, because our third entry
Big-
is
the big
Mom, a
bitch.
sweet hound and the first Yonko on this
She's
list.
crazy, bro.
I did. Like, fucking
Hit? He's crazy, bro.
Yo, that's what he said? Listen. If you really think about it, your son would be
She wants a family, but she wants it forcefully, you know.
What did you came out looking like her? What?
No.
A family like she never had when she was young and everything.
But he came out looking
No.
normal.
You still can't hit that, though.
She
But
still
you
thinks
might have
everyone
that.
about
Yeah.
it or something.
Put my hand there. I'm
She
shooting
doesn't
at
really know
him.
what happened
It's
there.
gonna kill you. Act
You
hard.
know.
The most powerful female pirate waltzes into the series with a bit of a song and dance. Instead of a display of power or personality, her introduction has a carnival or party mood to it. A tea party to be exact, which is her favourite activity. But look beyond the festivities and the dancing
No,
folks,
thanks.
and there's something terribly wrong with this cheerful and harmless picture.
She said
The total
valid?
flowers and the yummy
She
desserts
was.
that break
Yeah,
into
she
song
was.
are just the
Yeah.
tip of the
She got
iceberg
like
of
8
strangeness. Big Mom's
Like,
joy
actually,
tune about
actually,
finding a
it's
tea party
alligators.
and a wedding quickly goes into a very dark territory, with lyrics about looting and killing. There's also a murderous look on her face, which clashes with her light and easy footsteps. As far as character introductions go, this is the perfect show for this
It seemed like
unpredictable
Jolly
pirate
shit with
who's
the
as
monkey
childlike
looking
as she is cruel, as powerful as she is peculiar.
Shine.
This nigga, bro.
Swag.
At number 2, we have the man with the most innovative transport solution.
おおこちらキザル
I go, I'll be just like
到着
her.
しましたんで
I think he's my favorite
と
actor.
お願いが
Him
As a
or
Marine
him,
Admiral, Kizaru undoubtedly
no,
has
hold
a
on,
fleet
hold
of
on.
naval
Oh,
warships
he-
at his disposal to help him get around. But where's the fun in that when you can ride a cannonball, right? Kizaru's entrance in Sabodi is one of the most iconic moments in the series. As far as character introductions go, it doesn't get more unconventional than this. Him taking down the supernovas like it was nothing was just the
All of
icing
them,
on the
bro.
cake. If we talk about the 3 admirals at the
Wait,
start
hold
of the
on, bro.
story, Kizaru
Hold on,
doesn't
ready?
seem...
Are they still? Is Luffy still the supernova at this point?
Yeah.
So
He's past that.
back Luffy too?
This one right
It's a
here?
lot of shit happened, bro. In that arc, a lot, bro.
This shit, bro, you gotta see it.
So much shit happened.
But Kizaru's like a level 100 player battling like level 20 people. Cause he just walk. Yeah, he's-
compelled man by character
He's
as
a real
Kami,
general.
a ruthless
Yeah, he's a
authoritarian,
real
or
general.
Aokiji, who's a reasonable man behind his icy exterior. And yet he's the one who gets the most exciting debut among the 3. He's been part of some truly engrossing, and yet he's the one who
Real general.
Aokiji, who's a reasonable man behind his icy exterior. And yet he's the one who gets the most exciting debut among the 3. He's been part of some truly engrossing contests. We can only hope that the fun times continue when that familiar figure in a bright yellow suit makes his next appearance.
こりゃちょっとやりすぎたね
Based on a real person too.
I think,
Oof.
bro, he's literally either the fastest character in One Piece.
Let's get to it. Let's
And
get
that
to
brings
it.
us
Or
to
it's
number
fucking
1.
Kaido, bro.
It's Kaido for the win.
He fell from heaven. Look at him.
自殺をしたのだ
I mean,
What
Wait,
beats
hold on,
riding into
hold
a
on,
sea
hold
on
on.
a
I
cannonball,
don't know about
free falling from a sky island and surviving the fall
Look at that.
despite landing headfirst. That's what. That suicidal plunge is the moment we
He's
most
driving like
associate with Kaido, the king of beasts and the central
Wow.
antagonist of the ongoing Wano arc. Before his debut, we knew Kaido to be an unstoppable, invincible
Bro.
force, more monster than man. In the episode
So much
since that
shit.
dramatic
And you're
first
telling
appearance,
me-
we know him to also be a tyrant with the power to transform into an ancient dragon, as well as a hopeless drunk with a grumpy disposition. It's these little character quirks that make him interesting as a villain, more than his imposing powers and physicality in his evil deeds. As the Wano arc unfolds and the action
I can't say-
intensifies, we can't wait to see his exploits. And this build-up of excitement and anticipation, I dare say, is all thanks to his
He's
fascinating
fighting him.
introduction more than 200 episodes ago.
Wait, it didn't end the anime yet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're playing. Yeah.
It ended already.
No, no.
そう求める男の名は
That's it.
Yes.
百
King
獣
of
の
Beasts.
カイドウ
King.
Crazy,
That
bro.
brings us to the end of this video. Tell me what your favorite character
This is
introduction
one
to
one
One
right
Piece
now.
are in the comments below. If you
Yeah, like imagine being the king of the beasts. Yeah, I think that'll be all for today. Wow.